Welcome to the Obstinacy podcast. I'm Lukey Too Hottie. I never actually cued to you. I pointed, and I don't know why I pointed.
Discord podcast.
Yes, I forgot.
Classic. I'm Herdy TV.
This is a very quiet week. Now, apart from our
Yeah.
main topic, which is DC fandom, which you obviously saw by the title, but nothing happened.
Yeah. Compared to last week where there was so much
Many
they did all the
stories.
Twitch stuff
Yeah.
and there was what else? We talked about loads of random. There's loads of new games and stuff that came out and all. This week's just been it's been pretty quiet
Chill,
actually.
yeah.
There's some really
The
There's been
one
pretty much nothing going on.
the one big story outside DC that I have is Michael Kane announces retirement from acting after his next movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't even hear that.
Master Wayne has retired. Not Master, but Alfred, but he says Master Wayne. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think I heard that a while ago actually that he was going to retire. I mean, fair enough. He's fucking he's
Oh, he's
obviously
like
made his
60.
bread and he's yeah, he's well old.
Actually, I'm gonna Google this.
So-
I just open a new Google tab when I have Google open in front of me. Michael
Nice.
Caine age. What are we saying? I'm gonna say he's 60. Holy
He has
shit!
to be in the 70s for sure.
He's 88.
Yeah, I was thinking he's in his 70s, 80s. Look how old he is in the last fucking Batman even, and that was years ago.
Man,
Yeah.
wow, he is.
I was thinking he must be well old.
I didn't think he
To
was
be
that
retiring
old.
in your 80s, that's kind of crazy actually.
To look like that when you're 88 is
Yeah,
crazy. Looks great.
it's called money, Luke. Come
Oh
on.
yeah. Eat the rich. No, don't eat the rich. They
I
probably
mean,
don't taste nice.
It's all plastic and kind of disgusting.
Have you well, will we just go straight into DC fandom?
Yeah, we might as well have a look at it.
Okay, well, the first thing off that we have is I was gonna say his nickname and I forgot it. What's the bull? What is he? Not Bermuda Bull.
Huh?
The
What are
Rock.
you talking about?
The Rock. He calls himself the I'm a wrestling fan, I should know this. Yeah, The Rock is in a new movie. I forgot.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. That bit is gone. He's playing himself, but he's playing Black Adam in the new Black Adam movie. I've started this off horrendously. I apologize.
I'm just thinking, when I was watching most of these, I watched a few of them afterwards, but I seen a lot of these trailers on XQC stream just coincidentally, and then Luke said we should talk about it on the podcast. And people made there was a lot of people saying it in chat, and even XQC said it. It's The Rock is kind of being overused at this point. Can we get some other bald, massive guy at this stage? He's just
a
being
Vin
put into
Diesel.
everything. Yeah, he's just overused so much, and I feel I don't know. The trailer seems okay, but definitely I wouldn't say it's one of the best trailers that was shown to us.
No, there was two trailers. There was one kind of behind the stage trailer, and then there's one. I don't know if I think I sent. I don't know if I sent it to you, but there's a 10-second clip where he picks a guy up and electrocutes the.
Yeah. He should.
That
the
was
part where he
cool.
talks about it, and then they shows the intro clip.
That bit was cool.
Yeah, it seemed pretty cool. Yeah.
The suit is really
There wasn't
good.
much to show.
I'm very much a suit guy. I hate movies that have super movies that have bad suits, and that's I put that into the rating of the movie I watch. So if I go see a Spider-Man movie and he's got a terrible suit, it kind of ruins the experience for me. I know some people couldn't really care, but I like that suit that he has, and it's
Yeah, that is actually one thing I like about Spider-Man is even in each film, even the way they gave or fucking what's his face?
Tom Holland.
Yeah, Tom Holland. They gave Tom Holland a new suit even in the newer film, even though he had another one beforehand.
Yeah.
When he made his new one, making new suits, because it's a suit. They're wearing something. You can literally change the colors of it. You can change the design of it. Obviously, don't change too far from the original because it's that'd be weird. But you can change aspects of it, make it look cooler. And all the different Spider-Mans had different suits, and they all looked really cool. And they were unique to that character, and I like that. Yeah, suits is definitely a big thing when it comes to superhero films.
And I think this suit's nice. I like it. I like the suit.
It looks pretty cool. But he was kind of just wearing a hood, and you couldn't really see that much of it though. So.
Oh yeah, but I do like there's so much detail in it.
Yeah, true.
And that must took ages because you think the size of the Rock.
Yeah.
That's a big suit just without him in it.
Honestly.
There's not really much more to it though. He's been.
Yeah, it was kind of just a short clip. For anyone that didn't see it, it was just a short clip of Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, kind of introducing the film and basically saying how much he loves his fans
Mm.
and just milking his community and then being like,
And I'm okay
and
to
we
be
have
milked.
a
Milk me, Johnson. Milk me. I honestly, I'd go see The Rock. I went to go see Jungle Cruise solely because The Rock was in it. I don't think I would ever watch that movie ever if The Rock wasn't in it.
it's like I don't know. I think he only suits certain roles,
Yeah,
and I'm interested to see how he does in a superhero role. But it's
because
like,
he's kind of played superheroes in movies when he's played normal people. Like the time
yeah,
he like got exploded out of a 30-foot drop onto a car in the Fast and Furious, and he just lived.
oh yeah,
So
yeah. I hope like it will be interesting to see how he pulls it off. To be honest, but I don't know. It's hard to tell from that one
clip,
clip
yeah,
because he didn't even say anything. Or I feel like the thing that I don't like about The Rock in films is that he does just play the same character in every film. He doesn't really get into the character.
yeah,
You know what I mean? He plays The Rock. It's like that character playing The Rock every time he plays any sort of fucking like when he acts in any film. It's like he is the character and the card he doesn't get into the character. Like if you think of like as we were talking about yesterday, Tom Hardy, he plays Bane, he gets into that character. He played Alfie Solomons and Biggie Blinders, gets into that character. Plays like any character he plays, he works so hard on. He nearly become like he turns himself into that character. You know what I mean? Like he does the accents perfectly. He does the like aggression he needs to perfectly. He plays that whole style, even though like when you know Tom Hardy outside of that, he's a
yeah,
completely different
yeah.
person. Like he's like the most humble and nice guy. But when he plays Bane, he's like, I just walk away,
Yeah,
let's
wait, wait,
run,
wait, let's run, run. Yeah.
run.
I feel like though,
But
like at some point in this movie, he's gonna be like in the middle of a fight scene, and he like summons lightning, and it's like a bottle of Terramana tequila in his hand. So he's
and
gonna,
he's gonna do his smolder.
yeah,
Like it's gonna be in there. Everything he's in the smolder comes into it at some point.
and then a weird sexual reference. He always has one in every movie. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just me that notices that, but he always has like a really weird sexual reference when he has an argument with somebody, and it's all I think about sometimes. It's not very much after to
And
say with that, but
yeah, it was kind of just an intro scene. There's not really a full trailer yet. We haven't got much. It was kind of just a glimpse.
I feel like
And
we've known he's been Black Adam since like he's like it was 2016 when it was announced that he'll be playing Black Adam, and it feels like he's been playing Black Adam since 2008. So it's weird this movie's
yeah,
finally gonna be coming out next year or the year after if things continue.
yeah.
The next bit of
It'll be-
news. Oh, sorry. You guys
Actually, I was gonna say, it's my turn to segue. Speaking of terrible costumes, Peacemaker. That
I like it.
I think it's
I like
it
well
looks
the
so
costume.
stupid.
The costume is stupid anyway. Like if like the original outfit like
Yeah.
from the
It's
comics is
just-
bad. So it's actually quite a good reincarnation of the comic of the car. Like
It's like
the,
it suits the character, but it's so fucking bad.
I think
Like, what is that helmet?
I think the thing as well, they picked the right person to do it. Like if
Yeah.
someone's gonna do something like ridiculous,
Wait,
and
who?
look, John Cena.
Never seen him.
Ah, damn it. How are we gonna
I love that. I love how that joke's been going on for like 15 years.
a 6'4" man pretending we can't see him?
Classic.
I think he suits that role because it's like this is something ridiculous from the comics that like shouldn't work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Certain characters don't work on screen, and having a person where people are like, "This is John Cena. We're not gonna take this seriously."
Yeah.
So he
yeah.
works in that role. I think. Well, I was crack. I'm
Dude, a lot of these trailers, they were kind of just like, they were just classic DC trailers, where they're just like, bang, action, boom, pow, yeah, someone flying through the sky, explosion, explosion. And it's just like, what am I supposed to gauge from this? Like, it's fucking the new Fast and Furious films at this point, just in a trailer.
I like that
it's
though.
hard-
I like
it's hard to
my.
actually, like.
Look,
But the trailers were also like some of them were kind of too long, but it's like at the same time they're showing you nothing. It was like saying so much but saying so little at the same. It was like so many words but nothing said.
see, a lot of the
Like, it was just-
trailers we knew, like a lot of these are like, there's nothing really like a new reveal, because like we
Yeah.
knew these were coming out, so there was no surprise reveal. There was no like thing. So these are just kind of like, I think they were just longer to show people a bit more of the movie. I don't think these aren't like, like when Marvel like released it, like the No Way Home, and it's like this super suspenseful thing. It's because we knew that we didn't know that was coming, but like every single trailer here, we knew something was gonna be said about it.
The thing
So
I actually didn't like about the Peacemaker film is that I feel like I've watched the entire film just by watching that trailer. I feel like I've kind of
oh, it's a TV
gauged
show.
what the whole film's gonna be.
It's a TV show, not
Or
a thing.
is it a show?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, even still, I feel like I've fucking seen it all just by looking at that one trailer.
That's fair. I'm
Because it was just
kind of
like,
hyped for it though. Like I will really watch it. I will enjoy it. Like James Gunn is making it, so like
when
James
is it gonna
Gunn.
be on?
It's just. Have you seen the Suicide Squad, the movie,
Yeah,
the new one?
I haven't seen a new one.
All right. Well, it's gonna be like Peacemaker's in Suicide Squad, and it's gonna just follow his story after it.
Are they gonna be like because obviously Marvel are owned by Disney, so all their shows go on Disney Plus. What are they gonna be streaming it on?
HBO Max, which is only in America.
Classic.
But I think HBO Max is trying to get into Europe by the end of this year. That's what I read a while ago. So hopefully, because HBO Max is gonna have, it's gonna be a Titan when it
another
comes over
subscription service. Let's go,
here. I
guys.
can't wait. I know.
Get out your €5 a month. Come
Look,
on.
You're not the one that had to pay for DC streaming just to watch the first season of Titans, and then have to pay for Netflix to watch the second season of Titans, and have to pay for HBO Max to watch the third season of Titans. So the fourth season's coming out. It's gonna be on Disney Plus probably. It's a pain. Why is it just have it on one, not four, not three? I mean, sorry.
Hopefully they get like a Netflix deal or something and put it on Netflix because that's just
Yeah, I
it's
don't.
just easy at this point.
I don't think they're gonna like bother with. I think everything's gonna be on HBO Max now. That's gonna be like, because it actually does. If you look at HBO Max's like library, it's kind of big. Like it's
Yeah.
it big.
Can we also just shut down Amazon Prime Video, please? Like,
It's only good for South Park.
It's like, oh, don't Prime. South Park's on fucking Netflix too. There's no point.
It's only good. It's only good for South Park. That's what I always find.
I literally I looked through Netflix, couldn't find anything to watch the other day. It was like yesterday. No, it was Friday. And then I was like, you know what, let's just check Amazon. Let's just check Prime Video to see if anything's on this. And there was just nothing. And I was like, well, let's just go back to Netflix, I guess.
Nice.
Jesus Christ. There was like the Joker, and that was about it. That was like the only decent thing I've seen. And they also took The Gentleman off, where you have to like pay to see it on Prime Video now, as well as paying for the subscription, which just makes no sense. But you know,
That's fair. I'm gonna just ramble some of these off that aren't like that big. We've Superman and Beyond. I don't know what that was. Do you know what? I watched the whole thing, and I don't remember this. I watched a 15-minute bit about the Flash TV show.
yeah.
They talked for 15 minutes that the Flash was getting golden boots. I'm not joking.
Wow.
Yeah. DC League of Super Pets TV show coming. Doom Patrol. It was just a trailer for the rest of the season because it's midway through. Something called Sandman on Netflix. I wasn't really a thing. The Injustice movie, animated movie. The Blue Beetle. I think is it like comic coming out. There's like 5 more animated movies being made for next year, which is pretty big because the animated DC movies are great. Then Batwoman season 3 for the 4 people that watch that show.
Uba.
And then what excited me the most is that Titans are getting a season 4, and I'm super hyped for that. One of the big things is the games. There's 2 big games coming out that got released on this. One of them being Gotham Knights.
Yes. I literally just watched the trailer before the podcast started.
This is what's keeping me alive currently.
Luke heard my commentary.
Yeah. All I heard is Cage Fortnite. That's all I heard, but you're watching that video.
Steel cage match. Because like he just got locked in a cage. That was the first thing that came to my mind was steel cage match, and then he just got dropped out of it. I was like, oh, it just ruined it. But like,
yeah.
anything you can play where you're locked in a cage and you have to fight people, that's always more fun than just fighting people in general. Like, you just get put in a box.
I'm really hyped for this because it's 4-player. They're using the Gotham Owl. What are they called? No, my head skipped it. No, they're.
Didn't we talk about this game a while ago?
We
I feel like
did,
we talked
but
about this
there
game
was
at,
nothing
like,
out on
E3
it
or
though.
something.
Yeah, there was nothing
Yeah.
for it though. They didn't really like tell you what the story was. This kind of like did. What do you call it? Oh my god, Court of Owls. Sorry, head skipped.
Yeah.
The Court of Owls are like taking over Gotham because Batman has recently died in the story of this game.
Yeah.
and it's uh, Batwoman, Red Hood, Nightwing, and Robin.
I feel like this
Trying,
would be a really fun game to play with people though.
yeah, it's gonna be so good, and it apparently runs like Rocksteady's Arkham Knight, so
Nice.
I'm good with that. Like obviously
Yeah.
Nightwing is my favorite superhero, so that means I get to play as Nightwing in a game, which
Mm.
which is big for me because I know you can play
Now
him in
the
the
only
Arkham
problem
games, but what?
is getting four people to play the game with.
Yeah, that's true.
That's where the downfall comes in. That's where you get 2 hours of the game played and you never touch it again because you can never get people online to play it.
Again, yeah, but still, it's pretty good though that you can play with like up to 4 people and like it's
Yeah,
online and that stuff. I'm gonna really enjoy that.
that'll more than likely be a review game we do.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the whole
So,
thing on stream. Just tell you
yeah,
that
so I probably.
now.
Yeah.
Another game coming out. That there's not really much release for Gotham Knights. Like it kind of that's all there really is.
Yeah, it was just kind of a reveal trailer. Yeah.
The one that the Suicide Squad killed the Justice League is gonna be absolutely crazy.
Wait, what?
The Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. It trailer came out for it like a year ago, but it's the bigger trailer, like obviously for DC fandom, and it's Rocksteady Studios are actually making this one, and you're playing. You have
I
an
don't think
option.
I've seen this.
Oh, well, you have an option to play as Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, Deadshot, and King Shark. And the whole plot of the movie is that the whole plot of it is basically Brainiac has taken over Metropolis, and Superman, Flash, Wonder Woman, and Green Lantern are all being taken into his control, and you have to kill the Justice League basically with super not characters that could do that.
Easy.
Easy. So it looks
Harley
pretty
Quinn's
funny.
hot. Already won.
Yeah, it's connected to the Arkham Knight games, or the Arkham Averse, if you want to call that games. So that's a tie-in.
Yeah.
So that should be good, but it's still a bit crazy that like we're getting this. We're getting
Yeah.
two big games. I'm just happy with that. DC when they make games, they're always bangers.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I'm happy with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That
We
should be
have
pretty
talked
good.
about these games though before, so I don't really
How
want
long until all this comes out? Like next year and the year after, probably, isn't it?
basically, yeah, about a year and a half time. But usually the DC fandom's in a year, so this will be most of this, nearly all this will be out by next year, by this time next year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't think there's not really much else kind of related. All like there's animated movies coming out which are good. Young Justice is getting a fourth season.
There's
That's-
also the new Batman trailer.
I'm leaving that for last. I'm trying to get through everything.
Okay.
That's the big one. So, Shazam: Fury of the Gods. We didn't get rid of trailer. We kind of just got like you know, like an extras and stuff like that behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We're getting a. I don't know who the villain is. I can't remember who the
Yeah,
villain
as we
was.
said, there isn't really much to talk about a lot of these. Even though there was a lot like shown, there's also very little shown at the same time. If that makes
Yeah,
sense. It was kind of just like, it's kind of stuff you kind of just have to visually see. So there wasn't like much to actually talk about. It was more just like, showing off the characters and kind of showing the settings and stuff like that. It was kind of just hype trailers, I guess.
same with the Aquaman one. We get to see Jason Momoa in the black Aquaman suit, and it looks so good.
Yeah.
Like it looks
Jason
crazy
Momoa is
good.
actually just goated. He's another very good actor.
Talking about very good actors, there's not really much left. I think I've skipped over a few things. Sweet Tooth. It looks
Looks
alright.
kind of weird.
Yeah, I know it's a DC comic and stuff like that, but I don't really have any interest in it. That might sound terrible,
No.
but look, people like it, so I'm happy it's getting a movie if there's a big fan base that likes it. But talking about big fan bases, the Batman.
Yes, this is the big one.
This is the big boy.
Now, I have to say, out of all the trailers, and it kind of needs to be that way because it's Batman, this was
Mhm.
probably the best one. Because
It's
what do you,
just
what do you think of Pattinson's Batman?
I
How
like
do you
it.
feel about it?
I like it. It's a young Batman. We don't like. We got
Yeah.
Christian Bale as young Batman when he was like 35. We got every Batman we got that was young wasn't actually young. So this guy looks like a young Batman. Like he looks like a young
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne who's just finished.
At
His
first, I
training.
wasn't sure about it, but now that I've even seen the trailer and like thinking about it, I think he actually will play it quite well. Like he seems like he's actually gonna do it pretty good.
And the cast is
So,
like amazing. By
yeah.
the way, Robert Pattinson as Batman, which is like a lot of people are gonna be like, a lot of people haven't seen his like newer stuff, so a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, but he like was in Twilight and stuff like that. But he like, have you ever seen the movie The Lighthouse?
I think I did at some point, but I don't really remember it.
It's so good, and like him and Willem Dafoe are like amazing in that movie. And I saw a fan cast of the Joker being Willem Dafoe, and them two being Batman and Joker would just be like crazy level hype for me.
And I want to mention one thing about the trailer. The scenes with him and Catwoman in it, they were kind of getting a little freaky. I was like, hey yo, chill. You know,
We
come on,
might
man.
get the good version of Catwoman where she's an anti-hero, and I hope for that because
Yeah.
that's a Catwoman, a version of Catwoman I always like when she's like a kind of a good guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Colin
But
Farrell
also
as the
kind of a
Penguin.
cunt.
Colin Farrell as the Penguin looks amazing.
Yeah,
They
true.
made this beautiful stack of a man look like shit. Like
Yeah,
he looks
it's
so bad, like in a good way, if you get me. Wait 1 second.
I always love seeing Colin Farrell in films, especially films like that where he's kind of like a sort of kind of badass character. Because I've met him in real life a few times.
7:55.
And you good? Did you die?
I put in the wash. Sorry, thanks. Sorry,
Okay,
man.
thank you.
Sorry. Sorry. I had
You good?
the thing cut off. I heard what you said though.
Yeah. The thing I like about Colin Farrell is like he always plays like he's another. Oh, I'm dying. Okay, excuse me. The thing like he's another one of those characters that is like because I've met him in real life. I met him I think twice actually. I met him specifically one time and I actually talked to him for quite a bit. And he's like another character kind of like that Tom Hardy thing where he's like so nice in person. He's like an actual sweetheart, but then
Yeah, he
like
plays a
when he
movie.
plays,
Yeah.
he plays a character that's just like some badass. It's just like I'm just like that's not you, bro. This don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. But like yeah, and also he's Irish, so you know, kind of biased.
Biased.
But
There's a lot of
he's
UK and Irish in this movie. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
Andy Serkis in this, just he's not. I know I just said UK and Irish. Yeah, he's Irish, isn't he? Andy Serkis is Irish. I mean English. Sorry, English. I meant English.
Yeah,
I meant
I
English.
think, yeah.
I'm looking at an Irish actor, and I clicked on his name. One thing that like most people don't know is your man that was in Ireland Love Hate was a massive thing. Like it was a massive like TV show.
Yeah.
Your man Barry Keown is in it. The guy who shot the cat in Love Hate.
I have to say I've never watched Love Hate.
Oh, you didn't watch Love Hate? This guy's like he's actually such a good actor, and like he's in a good. I watched a good few of his things. He's like in Ireland. He's mostly known from the guy in Love Hate who shot a cat on the TV show, and as you can guess, that
like
went.
actually.
Yeah, he shot a cat on the TV show. Like the show was like in the show he was a kid, and he got an M16 or an MP5, and he just shot a cat. Like in the show, like and the RT went like RT aired it and everyone went mad about it. So yeah.
Fucking hell. This is a bit aggressive.
Yeah, but he's in it. I'm happy he's in it because like he's obviously a Dublin Irish boy. He's also in the new Eternals movie as well. So this guy's just skyrocketed. He's in a
Pretty
Marvel
busy
movie
right now.
and a DC movie within the
Yeah.
same like year span.
Pretty busy.
But,
Yeah, the trailer definitely looked good. It was another one of those. It was another classic DC fucking trailer where it's just boom bang bing, but it
Look,
seemed.
it's a comic book movie.
But yeah, as
That's
I
what
was
I
saying,
want. I want some boom bang bings in my life. You know what I mean, Nathan?
yeah, because I did watch this on FCC's stream because out of coincidence he was just watching them and a lot of people in the chat and he even made the point and I was thinking it's like before like when just watching the trailer I was like it's like in the trailer they kind of nearly and I hope the film is like this we can't really like we don't really know because it's could have just because obviously they're just like clips pulled from the film and stuff for the trailer
Yeah.
but I hope it's not really like because I was saying that if you think of Dark Knight Rises and even the Joker, it's like they show you in Gotham like how shit is fucked up, And it's like when you kind of tell it instead of show it, because a lot of the clips is kind of like they kind of just tell you that things are kind of fucked up, or they kind of it's like this whole instead of showing you, they're telling you, and it's just it kind of annoys me when films are like that when it's just like kind of putting it in your face and just giving you the answer instead of letting you just work it out yourself. I know it is a trailer, so you can't really tell, but And I can't even remember any specific parts of it, but I just remember watching it and I was
Yeah.
like, can you stop that, please? Like,
See,
it's
the
like, yeah,
thing is,
we get the point.
I think with this trailer they're trying to, because DC have obviously the issue where they have like they're okay with it now, but they have like I actually forgot one thing. Ezra Miller is doing a Flashpoint movie where he's going like I think obviously to save his mother, who's the whole point of the Flashpoint movie. Um, uh, what's his name? Who played? Who was the first person to play Batman in the 1989 movie?
Oh, now you're fucking hitting me with it.
Not Val Kilmer, not George Clooney, the other guy.
Was it the very first Batman?
Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton. There we go.
Oh, Michael Keaton.
I
Yeah,
went
yeah.
through everybody in my head that ever played Batman, voice acting and like acting wise.
Jesus.
So we have that Batman. He's obviously like everyone knows that was a great movie. So people love that Batman.
Yeah.
So I think what they're trying to do with this is like they're trying to make this like we haven't had a gruesome Batman who's like just beat the shit out of people left, right, and center.
Isn't that like Batman's whole thing though, is to like not kill kind of thing?
Yeah, not kill, but the year one Batman is like always known as like
But
the
still
more
fuck him up.
yeah, like I'm not gonna kill him, but I'm gonna give him brain damage. You know what I mean? So I kind of want to see
might
that
never
Batman.
walk again.
Yeah, like justice. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, that's just yeah, that's I think they're just trying to legitimize this Batman. You know what I mean? Because they've had so many Batmans, and the Ben Affleck Batman wasn't really perceived well. So, just 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Ben Affleck Batman was like, he's a good actor, but I don't know if it really fit right.
Yeah, that's. I think he was done. I think if he was, well, if he didn't kill people, I think we would have liked him a bit better.
Yeah.
But I think the Ben Affleck Batman would have been great if Warner Brothers. No, I'm not gonna say Warner Brothers got involved because we don't know exactly what happened. But I feel like there was a lot of holding back using the character.
Yeah.
And also his first movie, we was tied into fighting Superman, so I think we didn't get much of the character. We just saw him as a bad guy.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of weird. Yeah, I definitely didn't really like it. Ben Affleck wasn't one of the top Batmans, but it's, at the same time, it wasn't bad. It wasn't like
Yeah.
fucking what's his face Joker. Me remembering actors, I'm
Jared
sorry, I
Leto.
can't. Yeah, Jared Leto. So my fucking brain remembering names is terrible, but like it wasn't that level of okay, you fucked up this character, but
Yeah.
like at the same time, it wasn't as good as it could be, you know. But
I think there was potential with the Ben Affleck Joker, Batman, the Ben Affleck Joker, the Ben Affleck Batman, but I think it just didn't pay off
just
with
didn't pull
just
through. Yeah,
just how things fell through, and the DC movies weren't doing well because there was so much like going on at one point. I think they were trying to
Yeah.
catch up to Marvel, and they just didn't take their time.
Yeah, for sure.
But do you have any
Actually,
ending
speaking
points?
of Tom Hardy, actually, I only just seen this clip a few minutes ago. Speaking of Tom Hardy and Batman's, I seen a clip of him. It was on like a GQ video or something, and he was talking about like where he got the voice for Bane, and he was talking with like the director, and originally they were thinking of like kind of going for, which now that I think about it, would have made that character way worse, because they were like thinking of going for like the the generic kind of like nearly Darth Vader deep voice kind of shit,
Yeah,
and like it nearly would have was like yeah, but then he like you sending me messages fucked me up, but he looked up this like Romany Gypsy guy who was like a kind of Romany Gypsy king like years ago. I can't remember his name. Once again, me and names, but he like had that Bane voice, that kind of like
is that how he got the Bane voice? He just took it from a
yeah.
guy.
He seen like there was like this old Romany Gypsy king who was a boxer, and he seen the clip of him like it was like after a fight or something, and he like he was some quote of him saying something, and he had that voice, and he showed it to the director, and they were like, "Yo, wait, this is actually really good." So they were like, "Let's just try it and play around with it and see how it goes," and that's kind of where the actual like yes kind of fucking voice came
Yeah,
from, you know?
wow, that's weird. I
Yeah, it's
always
quite
wanted to know what
interesting.
that was from, but I was also just a bit too lazy to actually search it.
But it's that level that actors kind of need to be at, like to be that invested in characters to nearly
Yeah.
make characters good. Like like to actually like how can we make this character like play out better, you know?
He's just
And it's
lucky
like
that
I know
paid
you
off
always
though.
Yeah,
That
that
could
was
have
the
been
thing. He was
bad.
like, he even they were like, he was like, they had a conversation. And they were like, this could either be a situation where we get laughed at, or it goes really well. So like, if we could just play around with it and take the gamble and see how it goes.
Yeah.
And then he obviously paid off because it's a massive film now.
Fair,
But
fair.
it's crazy.
Well, I think that's it for the. It was we kind of fired through it. There wasn't like obviously there was, but I think if you're kind of were following it, there was a lot of DC like stuff already, like coming out. Like we kind of knew everything that was going to be said. There wasn't really much surprises.
It was more showing, not really saying
Yeah.
much at this point
So
this time. Yeah.
I think we ended there.
Yeah, I
Let's
think
go.
if you guys go, just go have a look yourselves, pretty much, and
Like
that's
and
pretty much the only
subscribe
thing we can really say.
to this
Like
channel.
and
Like and
subscribe,
subscribe.
like and subscribe for
Like
sure.
and subscribe to Disney. No, the DC. Doesn't matter.
Like and subscribe to Disney.
Like and subscribe. I just said D. I had D in my head, and I just went Disney. I went
You always have D
Disney.
in your head, Luke.
Boys, 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 boys.
Boys, boys, boys.
Literally, boys, boys.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
So I think I'm gonna end the podcast here, just because
Yeah.
this week was quite a short one. I know there wasn't much happening. So
You know, it's all intro at the end of the day.
yeah.
Like we've established
This was a
Yeah,
30
there's not
minute
really much going
intro.
on.
The real podcast starts now.
Yeah. Go to next episode for the real
Exact
talk.
podcast.
So
So
yeah, there's loads to listen to us. There's last week. If you missed last week, definitely go back and listen to that because there's way more of shit we had to talk about. But this week it's kind of quiet. But hopefully, over the next week or so we'll have more stuff for you guys
yeah.
to bring
Yeah.
to you because there's pretty much nothing this week. Quite a quiet one.
So we'll see you on the next one. I've been Lukey Tuhati
Hardy TV.
and Slano.
Come to our streams. That's kind of like
join our
yeah,
streams,
like,
maybe.
yeah. And yeah, like YouTube, all
below.
that shit. Links. Yeah, links. Go to the link.
Links.
And also go listen on Spotify if you're like, sitting on a train or doing some weird shit. Like,
Call me
working
Zelda.
or, and share. You know what I mean?
Share your
sharing is
friends.
caring.
Like to your friends that watch the podcast.
Yeah. Tell them it's good.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not, but tell them it's
like
good.
yeah, like lying can be okay sometimes, right?
Yeah. Well,
Come on.
that's been our podcast. See
Later,
you
guys.
next week. Shlana Wale.